Hello, my name is Dalia Rodriguez. Today I'll be talking about poor academic support in big cities and urban areas and the reasons why it's harder to achieve higher education in these areas. You'll be able to get a bigger look around the reasons why and how they create this snowball effect that almost feels like the odds are against you as a student. Poor academic support can be shown in different ways. One example is poor classroom environment. This is a picture of a gross cockroach, and it's about this student in the Maryland high school being so sick and tired of the cockroach infestation in the buildings that he just goes ahead and takes it to social media. Another example could be not having a well-functioning air conditioner when the temperature is really hot outside and rising, or not being able to have a functioning heater in a very cold classroom and yet having to stay in the class and having to do your school work in that environment. I know during COVID and when it was the snowy season in Texas, a lot of elementary school teachers were having class outside because they didn't want to be exposed to COVID by being in a classroom all locked in together. And that's a pretty big example of poor classroom environment. Another one of poor academic support could be poor teacher quality. Here's a little cartoon. This is a teacher talking to animals which are supposed to show each student's different abilities. And he's saying, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. As if each person didn't have their own qualities. And it just shows a little bit of the educational system. As a student, we need to be able to feel supported by the teacher. But the thing is that we all learn very differently, and not everybody is easy to teach. Some students need more of a one-on-one communication. Some might need more explanation to be able to learn how to execute the schoolwork that's needed. But at moments, teachers might not be fully aware of each student's abilities. Some teachers are very quick to judge students. They can make them feel ashamed for not understanding a question. I know when I was a student in high school, I had several teachers who would just ignore you when you had your hand raised, or who would roll their eyes at you when you asked too many questions about a certain subject. And that's just a first-hand experience of the poor academic support that I've experienced in the school system. Inadequate settings can be shown as the stability that you have outside of school, such as the stability at home or the stability that you have with your parents or by your parents. Parents from urban areas and big cities are known for working a lot and also working a lot of jobs. So not having a parent present for most of a student's stay doesn't secure a good student, since they are not able to help their kid with schoolwork, or they're not able to help their kid if they miss the bus. There has always been a big graduation gap between big cities / urban areas and affluent school districts. As you can see in this 2009 graduation rates, big cities had a 53% rate of graduation, and after 7 years, it went up a little bit over 10%, all the way to 64.9. And that's a little bit of a change, and I'm glad it happened, but it's not a lot. And there was 71% graduation rate in the suburbs in 2009, and after 7 years it went all the way more than 20%, all the way to 0.5. And that kind of shows that affluent cities just have been doing better overall. And that might be because teacher quality is also not the same from school to school. Also, race plays a big role when attempting to achieve higher education. The school subjects spoken about have been tampered with. The article below states that the educational system can be seen as racist, discriminatory, and one that is largely run by whites for whites. These percent over here is the amount of Black people that these out-of-state students used to live with in their hometowns. And as you can see, the numbers are very large. But the in-state students are usually exposed to so much less amount of Black people. These numbers can be especially troubling because that means that a lot of Black students are in predominantly white institutes, which can make students feel alienated, or they can make them feel isolated, especially those from urban environments, because they must also be able to fit into the social fabric of the institute. And this is my presentation. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. My name is Dalia Rodriguez, and have a beautiful day.